Hey y'all, it's your girl Danny Gold. Welcome back to my channel. If you aren't already, make sure you subscribe at the bottom right side of the screen so you can get notifications of whenever I post new videos. So, today I'll be talking about it being 17 years since Aaliyah passed away, Living Single celebrating 25 years since it debuted, Martin celebrating 26 years since it debuted. It's a lot of anniversaries, y'all. No, dang, kind of old out here. Also, a crazy fan at the Beyonce and Jay-Z tour, and dun dun dun, this week's episode of Power. So I'm gonna talk about all of that, so let's dive on in. So it's been 17 years since Aaliyah passed away in that plane crash. I remember when I was younger, I used to dance to all of her videos. I used to try to do the choreography and all of that, knowing doggone well I couldn't hit it like she could. But I used to love watching her videos, and she was just so pretty. And I was just like, oh, I want to have long hair like her. Like, I really loved her when I was younger. Also, my favorite Aaliyah songs back in the day was Back and Forth. That was my jam. And One in a Million, which is like probably everyone's favorite, and More Than a Woman. Those are my straight jams. I wonder where she would be now. Like, if she was still living, like how far would she be in her career? Would she be up there with Beyonce? Would she kind of would have just fell off and just started just focusing more on film? I wonder. But what y'all think? What was y'all favorite Aaliyah songs? And where would y'all think she would be in her career right now if she was still living? Comment below and let me know. So Saturday marked the 25th anniversary of Living Single. When I was younger, I was maybe like 2-ish or something when it first came out, so of course I don't remember that far back, but like in the later seasons, like in 96, 97, I used to remember watching it. And then of course they played reruns over the years, so I used to mainly watch the reruns, and I just used to love watching it. It was just funny, and just tuning in watching Regina Boo Yourself, which I just did not care for. Maxine, who I like that they portrayed her as a black successful lawyer. You had Queen Latifah role, who played Khadijah. She worked for a magazine, or worked somewhere like in journalism, which is coincidental, that's what I do. And then you had Sinclair, who was just so dingy, but she was just so sweet. I used to like her and Overton's relationship. It was just so cute. And then Kyle, he was just this little, just a little snooty, but I used to think he was a nice little dark skinned dude or whatever. Between him and Maxine going back and forth, they used to get on my damn nerves. But overall, I liked the whole dynamic of the show, how it was positive. It showed black excellence. It showed, it wasn't a bunch of fighting. It wasn't like how we watch TV now. It was just like good storylines. Like, it was just super original storylines. But did y'all used to watch Living Single when y'all was younger, or even watch the reruns? Because I know over the weekend I was watching the marathons all weekend. I was watching all the shows, and I was just like, man, the 90s, it just took me back, man. It just took me back. But who was your favorite character if y'all did watch the show? Comment below and let me know. So another show anniversary is Martin. So they celebrated 26 years since it debuted, and man, everybody used to love Martin. I won't say that it was like my favorite top 5 show of the 90s, but I did used to enjoy watching him, especially him playing Shanae. He had so many characters that he could play. So he played himself, of course. Then he played Shanae, Mama Payne, Old Otis, the Kung Fu guy, Dragonfly Jones, and a bunch of other ones. I know I'm probably missing, but he played so many different characters. And I just loved how him and Gina's relationship was. They was silly, goofy, they always joked around, but it was nice to see that they could be funny in their relationship and still have that love. I also really like Pam and Tommy together, even though that they weren't together throughout the whole show, but I like them again. I just love the whole Tommy, you ain't got no job. Everybody knew Tommy ain't had no job, and Cole just irked so bad. He was just so stupid, but that was the comedy of the show. And then Pam, she just always was just kind of stern, just a little stern, but her and Gina's friendship was just like, you couldn't break them up. So overall, that was another good show that I liked in the 90s. One of my favorite, I know it's a little sidebar, but one of my favorite shows is Fresh Prince. That's that's in my top 5. I love Fresh Prince, but we're not talking about Fresh Prince, we're talking about Martin. So I really enjoyed Martin, but did y'all watch Martin when y'all was younger, or even the reruns? And if so, who was your favorite Martin character that he played? Because he played so many. So comment below and let me know. So over the weekend, Beyonce and Jay had their On the Run 2 tour in Atlanta, and a crazy fan decided to rush the stage, drunk of course, after they finished up their set. But luckily, one of the backup dancers, they tackled the fan. Now of course Beyonce and Jay-Z, they not gonna press charges because they're just, they probably ain't, they just like, man, whatever. But why in the hell would a fan decide to do that? You think you really gonna get that close to them? Like, I want to know what his motive was. Like, was it just like, was he gonna do something crazy? Or was he just like a super fan? Like, oh my God, Beyonce, Jay-Z, oh my God. Like, I really want to know what his motive was. But, Lord, do you think that Beyonce and Jay-Z should have pressed charges? Or do you think that they did the right thing? Like, they just brushed it off and just like going about their day. So comment below and let me know what you think about that. Lastly, Kanan dying on Power. Man, I was not expecting that. Like, after the show finished up and I was watching the previews for next week, I was just like sitting here just like, oh my God. Like, because I really didn't expect it. I mean, of course, everybody kind of wanted him to die anyways, but the fact that he died, do y'all think that he really deserved that? Do you think that, Tasha should have just listened to Ghost and went on with the original plan as far as framing the death of Ray Ray on Dre? Or do you think Tasha did the right thing? Like, man, let's get this dude out of here. Because clearly, she knew she couldn't stand Kanan anyway. So she like, man, nah, I'm going through with this. And the fact that throwing Tariq in there to pretty much frame him, that was the part that kind of got me. Because Kanan really, like, I could tell he really liked Tariq. So I know it just really hurt him to see that he pretty much set him up, in a sense, even though that Tasha was the originator. But another sidebar, as far as who should go down for Ray Ray death, do y'all think it should have been Kanan, or do you think it should have been Dre? Do you think Tariq, wannabe gangsta ass, should just take the fall for it because he's the one who did it? Or do you think Ghost should just do it, just take the fall for Tariq, be like, man, I'm just gonna go down for my family? What y'all think about that? Comment below and let me know. So it was a little short and sweet today. That's all the entertainment talk I got for y'all today. If you aren't already, make sure you follow me on all of my social media, DannyGo_Bree. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe and tune in to my next episode. Thanks for watching, y'all. Toodles.